Hey everyone, this is Dutchess with Dutchess Discussions, and we have WACHFOX that is live about an update on Aspen Jeter. So we're going to go over and take a look at that now. The press conference is currently just started, and I just saw that it was live. So we're going to pop over there and take a look at what's going on over there.
I've got my Christmas present early, uh, just to say that it's been excuse me, this has been a hell of a ride. Because you've been on this ride with us. At about 12:40 this afternoon, um, first of all, little Aspen was uh, safe. She's safe in North Carolina and Raleigh, North Carolina. Um, Telling y'all that this was an ongoing case, and it still is ongoing investigation. So there's some things that we still can't release at this time, or won't release at the is that this pretty girl is back safe. She's safe. I have a team at this time right now en route to Danville, Virginia, to put eyes on her with the other authorities that there, and also to continue the investigation with Mr. Jeter. Also, what I want to announce, that we had warrants on Mr. Jeter for stealing the grand larceny of the vehicle. And some of you might not believe this, but actually doing this ongoing investigation, just this morning, we obtained a warrant for Mr. Jeter's arrest for murder.
Wow. Wow.
So, again, your assistance and your patience with us, and this is the outcome. I'll let Mr. Bamberg talk from here.
Did you guys hear that?
Sheriff Ravenell, on behalf of the family, first, Sheriff.
Thank you guys for all popping in here so quickly. I appreciate y'all.
Leadership, your dedication.
Oh my gosh, y'all. She's been found safe.
I know the time and energy and effort that y'all have put into this since day one. And we can't thank you enough. And this community is very fortunate to have you on the job. And thank you for that. To the other authorities who are involved, we thank you. We appreciate you. Aspen can't talk for herself, but the outcome here today speaks volumes of good things that are possible when the press, the public, to everybody who took the time out of all the things in life to share a picture of Aspen, to share her story, who were on the lookout for that blue Mazda, or who were just in their day-to-day lives trying to pay attention to see if they spotted her. We thank you for that. The last week, we've seen at least 2 of these incidents nationwide that turned out horribly tragic, ending in the death of not just a child, but the other parent. To not only work this and find an innocent 5-year-old alive and to be bringing her back, but to at the same time have been working the murder case of Mr. Paula's sister. It's a joyous moment, but it's a sad moment as well. And this is actually,
Ernie, we're not doing that here. You can just go on.
Of another. And, that's going to be a process. But today is a happy day. And on behalf of the family, Sheriff, again, thank you, you and your team. And thank you to the press. for the press conference we did,
Sorry,
just
guys.
Monday. The responsible journalism and reporting to get the word out in hopes that we could try to prevent a second tragedy.
Love you, Michelle.
We thank you, and to the
Yes.
public and everybody who prayed. Thank you so much, because the prayers here were definitely answered.
Yes. Y'all were watching WACHFOX 57
Also, we
on
want
Facebook.
this time to thank our local agencies that assisted in this. State agency also SLED.
Me too, Kelly. I'm so happy.
The Lexington County Sheriff's Office. There's been other agencies that we'll have Richard release that later that assisted in this. So we want to thank every agency that had a hand in this. Again, I thank the media for your help getting this out. We'll try to take a few questions if any. Right.
Did you guys investigate for where he was? Or I saw in the version that you guys said transactions.
Right. There were some transactions that were made. We were looking for early on in this investigation that apparently he didn't make. Some transactions were made on yesterday in Danville around 6:30. And like I said, the delay for some reason the system is like an 8 to 12 hour. We got that information today, right before 12, and at 12:40 we were able to take him in custody.
So what happens to Aspen now? Where will she go?
She is.
So, yes, I'm sorry. Obviously it's a very complicated situation when the mother is deceased and the father is charged with murdering the mother. But Crystal's family and as Aspen was being raised, members of Mr. Jeter's family also helped take care of Aspen. And the goal here is to let's get her back to South Carolina. At 5 years old and with her neurological disabilities, probably doesn't really comprehend what's going on. But ideally, takes a village to raise a child. Above all else is to make sure that Aspen will not. I'm not going to say we're going to try. Aspen will not become a ward of the state. We're going to make sure that she's with family, and we will actually be trying to get with certain members of Mr. Jeter's family so that we can collectively figure out how can both families make sure that Aspen is raised, well taken care of, and fully supported, because that is what Crystal would have wanted. And again, by all accounts, Mr. Jeter was never a terrible father or anything like that. He's charged with doing something absolutely horrendous. But I think between the families and this community here, Aspen is going to be just fine.
It was in city of Danville, Virginia, and the parking lot of hospital there. And again, what I'll say, I know it might be a question that comes up. How did we just obtaining a warrant today for murder? There was a very important piece in the timeline that we had to put together. So today, this morning, and I guess it's God, it's just we obtained the warrant this morning because we got a timeline down. The investigation is still
Praise God
ongoing.
What was that piece of evidence that tipped you guys off to get that warrant?
I won't go into that.
Gotcha.
Yes,
how long has Crystal been dead? When did she die?
I'm not sure the exact day. I know it's sometime before Thanksgiving. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
I think he
I
made
think he made some
statements
statements up there, but
I can't,
I can't,
not to the charge.
not to the charge. He
He
made some
out
statements he got
of
out
the vehicle
of the vehicle when they took him into custody, but
I
I
can't
can't
speak
speak
to
to that at this point.
My
My thing was that Aspen was okay, and I kind of left it at that.
You know, very early in the investigation, but is there any motive as to why he did this and why he took action?
No,
I can't speak to that, no.
So, you expect other people to be arrested at this?
The investigation is ongoing, so it's possible, and I can't say no, and I don't want to say that, there's somebody, but as the investigation leads, at some point, somewhere down the line, has some information possible.
Why was he in the hospital parking lot?
I'm not sure.
Thank y'all for coming out. That's it. Appreciate y'all coming out. Anybody here not on the mailing list? Got a card?
Wow, guys. This is this is such great news. Yes. Yes, praise God. And I just want to thank everybody for jumping on here. I just happened to sit down and sorry, I'm still coughing. Taking a quick break, and I just happened to see that there was a sudden live. And yes, Callie, it is rare to get this kind of awesome news. And I thought, well, this could go one of two ways. And I just wanted to get on here as quickly as possible because I didn't really know what was going to come out of all of this. But I wanted to make sure that I brought it to you guys here first because we have been trying so hard to make sure that we share out this poster. I had just spoke with Miss Sheena, who is a family member of Aspen's, and she had asked me to revamp the flyer a little bit. And so I did that for her and the family, and they asked me to share that out. And so I did that late last night. And I asked if she had heard anything, and she said that she had not. They were just waiting for an update. Y'all, I'm so relieved. I am just so relieved. That takes a huge weight off of my chest. Because as you know, he was wanted for the larceny of this vehicle. And that was what they had asked me to remove from the flyer, which of course, anything that the family asked me to do, I'm going to do whatever the family wants me to do. And I'm happy to do that because we are here to support this family. I was just having a lot of fear for Aspen's safety because we didn't know all of the answers. We didn't know if Antar Jeter was responsible for what happened to Crystal Jumper. And we didn't want to jump to conclusions. We needed to let law enforcement do their job. Thank you, Sluggy, for saying that. And I really appreciate that. Yes, single mom. Y'all put some hearts and prayer hands in the chat for Aspen Jeter and her family. Thank you, Crimes. Listen, you guys make it all possible. I just make these posters and share them out. And you guys are the real heroes because you take that information and you share it to your social media platforms and you keep this case alive until we can find answers. And it is so critical. It is so critical that we share these cases. And I do believe that I heard him say that he was in a parking lot in Danville, Virginia. Can somebody in the chat let me know that that's what y'all heard? Because I may have to go back and replay that. But that Aspen was found safe in Raleigh. which I thought was very interesting. County Life, thank you for being here. I've never seen you here before, but I appreciate you coming over. Thank you so much. Yes, Ellie's been on their way to Danville, Virginia to get Aspen and get her safely back to South Carolina. I thought it was interesting. I thought he said Raleigh, but then I heard him say Danville, so that's why I was asking. Because I had heard through the grapevine that he had been spotted in Raleigh, but there was no real way to vet that. Hey, Lenny Love, thank you for being here. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. You know, we always just want to put out the facts and we want to respect the family. And I really appreciate all of my subscribers that have followed this case. And we are just so very thankful. And I really do hope that if there's any further updates about Antar, I will keep you guys posted. And it did say, Amanda, that he was in a parking lot of a hospital, I believe in Danville, Virginia. And my husband has family in Danville, Virginia. So I've got questions about that whole, scenario. So, oh, single mom, you're fine. This whole case has been, it's been very hard to follow because they did not want a lot of information put out. They were wanting to encourage him to come back. And that was one of the questions that I did ask was, how long are they going to wait to give him an opportunity to come back of his own volition? Because time is of the essence. And, that is, that was a critical point for me. We didn't want any harm to come to Antar at all, but we do want these children to come home safely. And we don't always know what is in the mind of people when they take off in a situation like this. And our first and major thought in this case is Aspen needs to be found safe. And I am so very thankful. And thank you all for praying for this family. She's going to come home safe, guys, back to South Carolina. I am so thrilled. And I am going to extend our thoughts and prayers on behalf of all of you to the family when I finish this live stream. So I just want to tell you, I'm sure that the family is very, very grateful for all of you being so very supportive. It just makes me, it's really made my whole week. Hey, Lighting the Way Home for the Vantage, thank you so much for being here. Yes, Nicole, they were definitely playing it safe. And that's what I had, really picked up on when Justin Bamberg was speaking at that last press conference. I felt like they were pleading to the fact that even though he did this one thing, which they didn't really say that, but I was kind of feeling like they were possibly wondering because they want to ask him questions. I think they were playing to his softer side. If you really love your daughter, you will come and bring her home. And I'm just glad that it ended in a way that is safe for everyone. I'm just so thrilled. And if you guys will continue to pray for the Jumper family, this has been a lot for them. And like I said, on the obituary that I shared, I do believe I have that in my mod links. If any of my moderators can go grab that. Let me see if I can get on my phone. Hey, Levi. Thank you for being here. Levi, did you want to come up and say anything? Levi has done a wonderful job at helping cover this case, as well as Arctic Fox. We've Sleuth Mom. I just want to thank everyone who has shared this case, talked about this case. It is just so important. Crimes, it's the obituary for Crystal Jumper. I'll have to go over and look. I'm not sure, but I was thinking that I may have that in my mod link chat, and I was going to drop that for everyone. Let me go back and see if I have that. It may actually just be in her room. Let me see if I can go get that. And I will put that in here for y'all. Here we go. Let me get back over here on my phone here. I'm going to share that with you now. But if you guys want to support this family in any way, you can go to this obituary that I've just dropped in the chat. And the funeral arrangements are not complete. They're not final at this time because this was an unexpected circumstance. And, you know, they're not financially in a place to be prepared for something like this. And there may be other situations. Hey, New Orleans lady, thank you for being here. Something that I did want to just say, and I know that Arctic Fox and I talked about it briefly, but something that I heard, and I do hope that this can be confirmed, but in South Carolina, when something like this happens, when a person is found deceased in the way that Crystal Jumper was in her home, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the family is going to probably have to pay for cleanup of the home for that crime scene. The police department is not going to fund that. Is anybody aware that the police department or the investigative units that are covering cases like this do not pay for that? Yes, I agree, Levi. And it's very expensive, guys. It's very, very expensive to have someone to come out and do a biohazard cleanup like that. Can be very, very expensive. We're talking $15,000 to $25,000 that they have to pay out of their pocket. Yes, Kelly, it is on the family. And a lot of people just don't have that money sitting around. No, Crimes, it's not. It's not. And they're not going to pay for it. So if you want to try to support the family in any way, if you're able to, and you feel inclined to do so, you can find out how to do that on this link from the obituary. You can reach out to Sheena Strickland Vinsel. She is a cousin to Paulus and Crystal, and you can contact her if you have any questions. There is a way to contact South State Bank. They have an account set up there if anyone wants to donate. And I believe Stephen Jumper, which is Paulus's son, also shared his PayPal and Cash App. And that is what that money will be going for. And I realize that everyone is not in a financial situation where they're able to donate. But if it's, I have had people reach out to me asking how they can support this family and help. So if this is something that you would like to do, this is going to be a very tough holiday season, but they do have Aspen back home safe. So if you feel inclined to reach out and want to help this family, you can do so by going to the obituary. And if you have any questions, it does instruct you there to reach out. There's two people, Taylor and Sheena, that you can reach out to if you have questions about how you can help this family. And I would really appreciate it if you guys would share that obituary, if you would. And if you don't want to, that's fine. But I just want the family to know that we are sharing your grief with the loss of Crystal. And I'm so very sorry that things turned out the way that it did, with Antar being charged with murder. We just had to wait for that to be stated by law enforcement to know the facts. And I'm so very sorry to Antar's family that this is how this all turned out. But I am very thankful that Aspen Jeter is safe. And thank you all so much for all that you do to support this channel and to support these other channels that are sharing out these cases and trying to bring these missing kids home. Thank you. Thank you all so very much. Does anybody have any questions? I just wanted to jump on here and kind of share that with you guys. And I appreciate you guys coming over here on such a short notice for me to get that information out to you. Yeah, he should have to pay for that crimes, but he doesn't even have a job. I don't even know that he owns anything. Yes, keep sharing these flyers that we have put out for other kids. Michelle, that was a question that I had asked, if insurance would actually cover that. And I was told two different things. I was told in some instances if they have homeowners, but I was also told that there's homeowner policies that do not cover that. So I'm not really certain, but I do pray that this will be able to be worked out. But here in South Carolina, the police department can, or the investigating agency, they can put that onto the family to absorb the cost of that and the cleanup. And that is a lot of money, guys. That's not even including the funeral arrangements. I'm not sure, crimes, because I didn't even have that there was a home registered in her name there. So I don't know any of those circumstances. So please continue to pray for the Jumper family. And if we have any new information that comes out, we will certainly let you know here on Dutchess Discussions. Just wanted to bring you that breaking news that 5-year-old Aspen Jeter has been found safe in Virginia after her mother was murdered by Antar Jeter. Yes, the funeral does need to come first, but I know they want to get everything cleaned up. I know they have to worry about taking care of Aspen and getting her everything that she needs. Please do take the time to share this video. Please like this video. And I appreciate everyone's support in continuing to share these missing cases. I do have some other missing cases that I'm going to be talking about. My husband's been very sick, and he's been out of work for the past couple of days. So I have just been trying to get over. We keep apparently giving this stuff back and forth. I mean, the virus situation is real. So he's kind of resting right now, and I'm just doing germ cleanup. I'm Lysoling and cleaning everything. So, so I'm going to go take care of a few things, but I will hopefully try to do a live tomorrow to talk about some more of these missing posters. There are some other kids that are missing in South Carolina that have just recently gone missing, and I'm working on making some posters. And there's a few other cases that creators have been sharing and talking about, and I do want to talk about some of those cases too. And I've actually had a couple people reach out to me about some cases that nobody is talking about. And I want to talk about some of those cases too. So I hope that you guys will tune in tomorrow. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow afternoon. I will schedule it up later on so that you guys can turn on your notification to get that notification for the live tomorrow. And if anything else happens, I will post on my community wall, or I'll set up another live, and I will see you guys there. And until next time, I hope everybody enjoys their Friday, and try to stay away from the viruses, people, because it's really bad out here. The sickness is real. I hope everyone enjoys their day. Take care, guys. And be kind to somebody. Be kind to somebody today. I'll catch you guys later. I love y'all. Thank you.